Welcome to Me and You Outside. Hey, I'm going to do an experiment that you're going to want to stay tuned and watch because I am as curious about this as you are. Now, ever since I've been fishing for white bass, which is years and years and years, everybody tells you, oh, cut that streak out of there. Got to cut that streak out of there. Well, that streak is like this right here. See that red? That's what they're talking about. Got to get that out of there. It's going to make the fish taste terrible. Going to get it out of there. So what I'm going to do, so my whole life I've been catching white bass. I've been cutting that streak out of there, thinking that's nasty. I got to get it out. I even tell people that, hey, when you skin this, cut this out. It's nasty. Well, is it? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take the streak out of half of these, and half of these I'm going to leave the streak in. This red streak is going to stay in some of these fillets. And then I'm going to fry them and keep them separate. I'll have my brother down or grandkids down to help me taste, and I won't even tell them which is which, and just have them taste them and see what they think. But I'm not going to do anything to these fillets that have the red streak in them, except I'm going to cut the rib out where it'll be a boneless piece of meat. But it'll still have, I'm not going to touch that rib or that red streak. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it there. Some people call it the mud streak or whatever. But in these white bass this time of the year, they're really a red streak. I personally don't think it's going to taste that bad, but then again, I don't know because I always cut it out of there. I don't know. So I'm going to cut them out. I'll show you what they're going to look like here in just a minute when I get them cleaned up. And then we'll take them and fry them in the pot. I'll have my family down. We'll see what we can do about tasting these and see which is better to have that streak in, or if it makes any difference at all. I go through all the trouble of cutting this out of there every time, and it's a kind of a pain to rip that out of there. And I'm wondering, is it worth it? I don't know. So stay tuned. Let's find out together. I'm going to show you I'm going to clean some of these up right now and then show you what they look like here in just a second. What I'm talking about doing here is removing this red streak from all these fillets. And I just go in, not very deep here. Just go in. You can see I'm peeling that back there. And then that is the entire streak of red right here, or the mud streak, whatever you want to call it. So that's that right there. I got it out of there, and I'm going to take it out of half of this fish right here. And you turn it around, do the other side, kind of get that all out of there. Now I just took out about what I normally take out. Okay, that's a clean fillet right there. Now I'm going to take this rib out of here. There you go. Now I have got a clean fillet right here, and I am going to test that against one that has the red in it just like that. I'm just going to take it like this, and I'll show you the difference in them, what they look like. See that right there? One has got, this one has the full red streak in it. This one here, I've cleaned it out except for that center piece right there, which is not, I always leave that in there. It doesn't make any difference. I have found that doesn't matter. But I left a majority of it in there to see if it's going to make any difference in this fillet. And some of them have more of that in them than others. It's kind of strange on white bass. Some of them will have a thicker layer of this than others will. Like this one right here is pretty red all the way down through there. And again, I'll take one like this. I'll leave all that red in there, cut the red out of some others. We're going to see what this is going to be like. It's going to be an interesting little experiment, even for me to do, because like I say, my whole life I've been fishing for white bass. I always cut that out of there. And it's kind of a pain. Is it necessary? We're going to find out. So I'll get all these done. I'll get my family down here, and we'll do a taste on this and just see if it makes any difference at all on these white bass fillets to clean them, go through all that meticulous cleaning of this red streak. All right? All right. Now, I'm here at the cooking table. I told you I was going to meet you there. I got my brother down here, got Brindley, got Jackson. And what I have here is two fillets, white bass. This one here has not been touched. I have not cleaned it at all. I cleaned this one up. That's about as clean as I always do a white bass. So I wasn't going to do it any more than I normally do, okay? Because I have been told they are no good with this here on there my whole life. And my whole life, I have taken this red stuff off. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to fry these up. I'm going to keep them separated. I'm not even going to tell them which ones are which because that don't matter, but I'm going to have them taste it and see if they taste any difference at all in this with the dark streak in there or not. Okay, I'm just curious about this. So we're going to find out. So I'll keep everything separated. I've got these bags marked actually. This one here says white bass dirty, okay? This one says white bass clean. Just for fun, that's how I did it. So I'm gonna get these ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll them and put them in milk here. And then I'm gonna roll them in Zatarans My favorite right here, folks, I'm telling you right there, you can't beat that Zatarain's right there. They are not a sponsor or anything like that. I'm just telling you about it. It's good. It's got all the seasoning in there you want for fish or chicken. I do both in that. You get them at Sam's Club. They're about $7 for a big old gallon jug of it, and it'll last you for a pretty huge fish fry. Just one jug will fry a ton of fish. Trust me, I've done it many a time. All right, I'm going to get going here. I'm going to get these battered. I'm going to drop them in the grease here in just a second. Be right back. All right, I'm putting my I put my fish out. I just rolled. What I did is I put them in milk, whole milk, and then I battered them into Zatarain's. I'm gonna double check my temperature right here. I got a laser thermometer thanks to a good friend of mine that went and bought this for me. 365 degrees. Got to drop it in there. Here we go. This is the beautiful thing right here. Watch this. Woo. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that sound, right, David?
It don't get no better than that.
And my brother David sitting over there, he's gonna help us taste this fish. He's kind of a food connoisseur. He knows good food when you taste it, don't you, David?
Oh yeah.
And so does Friendly Brindley right here. She's pretty good at tasting fish and stuff for us. Does a good job. Really good job. Okay, let's see here. Try some of this stuff here. I have it in quart bags. I usually freeze quart bags of fish. I put it in there and then little water, so there's no air in there. Freeze my fish like that. I have taken fish out that's 3 years old and cooked it, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. Can you believe that? 3 years old. A couple of fillets in here that's left over. I need to drop them in there real quick. This is a certain kind that I know what this is right here, but they don't know, okay? They don't know. Move it around a little bit. Do it easy so you don't break your fillets. These are whole fillets. Pretty much, you just don't want to break them. Not that it hurts anything if you break them, it's just, I just like to keep them whole. My temperature's holding at 330 degrees, which is pretty good. Pretty good. By the way, a good friend of mine, his name is Tom Holt, he went and purchased this at Harbor Freight, and I tell you what, it is a dandy. Now, I ain't kidding you, it's a laser thermometer right here, and all you do is point it at your grease and it tells you exactly what it is, and it is accurate as all get out. Thank you, Tom. You're a good man. Tom is my sponsor of this video. Thank you, Tom. He's a good man, isn't he, David?
Yeah, he is.
Everybody likes Tom Holt. All right, put some in this Zatarain. This is a different kind of fish here. Same fish, just different. It's cleaned different, put it that way. Shake it up, a little air in there so it makes a bubble, see that? Gotta make you a bubble in there. Just shake that up. And I promise you, it covers really good. It is amazing how well that covers your fish. See this fish right here in this pan? Brindley's standing there staring at him and she's drooling. Spit is drooling out of her mouth. She wants a bite of him, but she can't have a bite yet, okay? Not ready.
Aww.
Nope, the show is yet to begin. Boy, the fish is fried. Look at there, look at there, look at there. That's one kind, that's another kind right here, and I know which it is, but I'm not gonna say anything. Now, this is just a simple experiment, okay? We're just looking for excuses to fry fish. That's all we're doing, looking for excuses, right, David?
That's
just
all.
to fry fish.
That's all we're doing.
And I got my 3 taste testers right there all lined up, and they're all ready to go.
And I'm hungry, so let's go.
David's hungry, I'm hungry, Brindley's hungry, Jackson's hungry, so all of it's gonna probably taste good to us, but I'm just wanting to see if there's any difference in the fish, the white bass that I didn't take that streak off of versus one that I did. And I really want to, this is a real experiment, okay? It is real. I'm not just messing around here. I do want to know because it saved me a lot of heartache when I'm skinning these things. Filleting them out, rather. But, all right. All right, now, Brindley, I'm going to put 2 different kinds of fish on your plate, okay?
Okay.
One of those. And let me give you a hole in here. This one here. David, hand me your plate. Now, I just want to give you 2 pieces to start out, okay?
Okay.
One of those and one of those. And Jackson, hand me your plate. Give it Jackson one of them. And let me get a little hunk here. Okay, now, I know which is which. And Brindley, I want you to start out. What I want you to do is I want you to take a bite of this fish right here.
Okay.
And off that other end, take the other end bite. Take a good bite of that. Not too hot, is it?
I like that one.
Does that taste good? Now hold on, when you get that swallowed, take a drink of milk right there. And when you take a drink of milk, I want you to try that piece. Yeah. See what you think of that. Any big difference in them?
That one's better. Cause to me they taste a little bit different. They both taste like fish, but that one just tastes better.
Wow. That's the one I didn't clean. Okay, David. You go for it. There's one there.
Well, that's good.
Now take a bite of that other one. Take a drink here if you got your drink ready to go. That way you won't clean your palate. That's hilarious, Brindley. You can eat all that you want. I got some tartar sauce here somewhere. All I want to know, David, is there any differences in those pieces of fish?
None.
They both taste good.
Yep.
Okay, Jackson, you go. Try that one there.
That's good.
Is it good? Take
Very
your
good.
drink, take a little drink of milk, and then take a drink of that other piece, and I'll tell you which is which. That good too?
Very good.
So what'd you think of the difference in them? Is there any difference?
Not
None?
really. Nope.
David, what'd you think?
My opinion, I don't think there's any difference at all.
They both tasted good.
They both taste awesome, Mark.
It's white bass, man.
Yeah.
Love white bass. People don't like white bass. They're crazy, aren't they, David? Now, the ultimate taster.
They don't have a difference. They just one taste better.
Now, right there, folks, is a piece that I left that red streak on. You see that darker color right there? That's what that is. David, I honestly no difference. I don't taste nothing different.
There's not anything different. I just tasted the crispy part.
You like that? That crispy part? I do too. There's plenty of fish, David. I got some tartar sauce. I'll go grab it here. Well, folks, here's the consensus. Now, it's a true consensus. We all took bites, big bites of that white bass, and some of it I took the streak out of, and I know the difference, and I separated them, and I let them try it, and all of them said the same thing. Couldn't tell any difference. It tasted delicious, and it is delicious. That Zatarans, you can't beat that Zatarans, can you, David?
No.
It puts a little bit of a salty bite to it, and it's just really good. Oh my goodness, isn't it good, Brinley?
Yeah.
And Brinley's not a huge fish eater. She likes fish, but she's not just dying to have fish. But she's been eating this white bass here like crazy. I'm really proud of her. It's been fun. I'll tell you what, this is fun. These experiments like this, I love doing them, and it uncovers some things sometimes that is shocking to me, and that is one of them. I am not going to clean them white bass like that again. I'm going to leave that streak on there. Now, sometimes in the certain water, dirty water, whatever, you'll find these streaks a little bit more of a brown color to it, and that's a little different too if you have that in your fish. I will take it off catfish. I know catfish is not good to have that streak on the catfish, but appreciate you watching this episode of Me and You Outside. We've had a wonderful time. And wherever you're at in this world, my fair-haired friends, have a good morning, good day, good night, because I tell you this, there's another video coming
Right around the corner.